Every 3 years, an ancient ritual takes place here.
The SonarFeed is filmed live each week at the Berliner Pub in beautiful downtown Renton. As a live broadcast, the SonarFeed is uncensored and may not be suitable for all audiences.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome. How's everybody doing this fine
Monday night.
Welcome to SonarFeed number 21, episode 21. Back to this. 21.
It helps with the hand signals.
I am your host, Sonar Riley. We have Adam C. Smith over here, where normally Lee Rayall is. We have Hugo, aka My Vida Seattle, on Twitter.
Hype it up.
Honored to be here. Me Vida Seattle.
Retweet him out.
We are we're missing Lee, but we got us a Hugo.
Yes.
Lee's at some kind of Easter party.
Yeah, Easter party, yeah. or is it Halloween?
With bunnies.
It's either Halloween or Easter. What's the closest one?
I thought Lee was kind of slow, so I think it's Halloween.
He might be behind. Yeah. He's a little dragon.
A little dragon. Let's go behind the thing there. So
That's about right.
We are going to have our first true off-season show tonight. The MLS Cup was Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
I still have my scarf that I'm going to down for at least one more night. My Houston scarf that Diana Bankson was nice enough to give me. Stefan's mom.
She's on injured reserve.
Yep. So, but tonight we're going to talk a little bit about the MLS Cup. We're going to talk a little bit about the silly season and how sad it is as you lose some of your favorite Sounders.
Yes.
We'll talk a little bit about some of the awards that came out last week, the rumor mill, and then kind of end it there. We also are going to go a little off topic tonight.
We're going to do some activities that are upcoming events.
Yep. But before we get all that, let's go ahead and throw it to Adam and see. How are you, Adam?
Well, I'm back from the dead. It's a little bit of bad medicine I've probably got, I think, to stick with the 80s thing. And hopefully I don't die in your arms tonight. But no, actually I was super sick, and I was just going to relate a quick story. Some of the stuff they gave me to help with my throat pain, it didn't have any narcotics in it. It was just called lidocaine 2% viscous solution.
Yeah, I saw that.
And like, you know when you picture the bully in high school or middle school holding someone down, they like cock a loogie and let it just drip, and it's torture. It's almost like that, except you're doing it to yourself because you watch it and it's just like coming out, but it tastes like, but it's medicine. And it's nasty, and then it numbs your throat, and it's nasty. So you can be thankful I'm here tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
I'd like to say hello to Hugo, our guest here tonight, coming in. How you doing?
Yeah, dude.
How's your week been? How's your day?
Man, today's actually been pretty sweet, not gonna lie. For a Monday.
Yeah.
For a Monday, it's been pretty sweet, and I had actually a great weekend. Aside of watching the MLS Cup and seeing Beckham get another cup for him, but I did get to see our Seahawks do amazing. I know, talking pony ball, but Seahawks.
Hey, you know what we do? We actually we were on live when the Green Bay game happened.
Yeah.
And we were sitting here like this, kind of going.
You can't avoid it. Yeah.
You know,
And
we
the
were
place was
right
packed.
there.
The place was packed. You couldn't avoid it.
Yeah. So now we'll talk a little bit of football tonight.
Just a
You're a
little.
football fan as well, so yeah.
But first, official postseason first SonarFeed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Episode 1, Christmas special.
There we go.
There it is.
So with that said, I see a few shout outs you want to give. You want to give a few shout outs?
Definitely, man. I wanted to talk about awesome people on Twitter, man. There's so many awesome people that.
Too many.
That it's just like I really love it, man. I've gotten hooked to it. I made a lot of like good friends, like you guys.
Yeah, we've met on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like half the people watching.
Just about everyone I know now I met off Twitter.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. There's so
cool
many
people.
awesome people. So definitely wanted to shout out to C-Tones84, SR Skank, one of my favorites.
Yes, sir.
Man, she's awesome.
She better be watching.
Danicus 523.
Danicus.
Kelly Doc Gov, man, she is like the biggest like sports fan. Seattle. She knows.
She's hardest core. She's diamond ass.
J.I. Smiles, Ginger Hawk, awesome too, man.
Jamie Smiles,
Yeah.
12th man. Jamie's
of course,
best.
SonarFeed and the Sounders Barra. There's so many people, dude. But man, I'm hooked. Twitter
Yeah.
is the ish. Everybody's so cool, man.
I
love it.
think we could give shout outs probably for an hour if we sat down and listed every Twitter handle. There's so many people.
Man, I had a tequila tasting weekend.
You
On
did.
Saturday, yeah.
That's the one we want to hear about there.
Yes, man. It was awesome.
How wasted did you get?
Oh, dude. You don't even want to know.
Were you singing the song?
Oh, I know. Oh, yeah, but there's a song. You guys have to know about the song.
Yes.
It's by Vicente Fernandez. It's called The King.
Okay.
And it is like the greatest Mexican tequila drinking song of all time. It is the song you have to drink when you're drinking tequila.
It's called The King?
It's called El Rey. El Rey.
Okay.
By Vicente
Royal.
Fernandez.
Oh, I think I know this.
Vicente Fernandez.
Yeah.
And it is the definition of drinking tequila. In that
And what kind of tequila did you have?
Well, we actually had, of course, you have to have only 100% agave.
Okay.
But it was at my old boss's house. And he had some tequila that he gets online from San Francisco. He had that's the...
I'm downloading when I get home.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, let me know.
Every time I get drunk on tequila, it's automatic. Yeah, automatic.
Vicente Fernandez.
Yeah, he's like the biggest celebrity in Mexican ranchera music. I mean, it's musical bar. Dude,
I'm sure I'll dig it.
Legend.
I love it.
But awesome tequilas. There was some called KAH, K-A-H.
Okay.
And they're little skulls. You can even find it right now.
Oh, yeah, the skulls. Yeah. Those are good stuff.
He
Yeah.
had all of them. The all white one, the black one with the
nice.
like shiny, everything, dude. But he has
I saw the picture.
100 proof one. 100 proof.
That's the stuff I like.
Oh my god.
It evaporates before it's down your throat.
It was cool. I mean, it was a laid back party, so it didn't get buck wild, but it was cool tasting all these different tequilas.
Cool.
Nice. Very good.
That's
Very
fun.
Good.
Yeah.
All right, so then what we're going to do also real quick is, before we go into what happened this last week, we might come back to alcohol a little bit, because we like alcohol.
We always come back to alcohol.
So we're going to do a couple things here. Say hi to the Rats group. We are running or walking a 5K this weekend on Sunday morning.
Oh, I got to sign up for that still.
Yeah, you do. So when you're coming, you might not want to with your sickness.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. It's going to be 37 degrees. You're going to wear warm.
If I wasn't tailgating at the Seahawks, I would be there.
I might battle it. We'll see.
That's important to do though too.
Wednesday will be my cutoff.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to need them. I'm going to need them. It's going to be cold and really cold.
I'm equipped for cold though. I'm gonna go. If I'm good Wednesday, I'm good to go.
Okay, so we'll talk in a couple minutes.
All right.
But then lighting again by David Thorson at Epic Photo Guy.
Yep. EPICFOTO at Epic Photo on Twitter. Hook it. It's getting close to Christmas time.
Yep.
Might want to get a better picture than I'd take of you with my iPhone, and he will definitely make you look good.
We have a couple people that were on the IR that you want, since you've been on the IR, you want.
Oh, well, I was on injured reserve myself, but Justin Solomon still on IR, and Diana Bankson. Hope your dog bite is doing better. Your scarf is here in your stead, and we're thinking of you, and hope your knee is doing better. Hope you're on the mend.
Yeah, she looked pretty good though when I
Good.
saw her on Saturday.
She was walking and everything?
Oh, yeah.
No crutches?
Nope.
Okay, good.
I pushed her down at the end, so she might be on not crutches now.
Okay, all right. You were testing her?
I was testing her. I was, yeah. Also, we have a couple events coming up. We just finished November. You can see now it's all gone. I will post a picture tomorrow of my stages so you can see it. But it's all gone now. Babyface is back.
There you go.
So, I don't know.
So fresh and so clean.
I know.
I hate
Feels so
shaving.
nice. But it is December, so I might come back with a beard next week.
Wow.
We'll see.
No, I'm not growing a fucking beard.
I grow one every year.
And this is not suitable for work. That was in the pre-roll, so everyone remember. We swear sometimes.
Sometimes we do.
Since Lee's not here, I'm gonna try to do my best.
We also have two more events
Motherfucker.
coming up. One is not really associated with the show, but we're helping put a lot of it on. Our friend here with his Bill fucking Murray shirt, BFM.
Boom. Always repping.
I actually don't have mine. I have my bacon and meat candy shirt.
I ordered my Christmas one.
Yes.
Got a nice.
Mine's coming.
Mine's
in
coming.
Auburn.
Run out.
My
It's in
family-
Auburn?
Yeah, it's in Auburn.
I haven't tracked mine. I need to track mine.
I don't know, dude. I haven't been able to take my
mine's it's gonna be here tomorrow, I hope. So
I should get mine when you get yours, basically.
yeah, pretty cool. But no, my other
two. We'll have it for this party.
we will. We should.
All right.
So we're gonna have a chive party. And if you don't know what the chive is, very not safe for work, but thechive.com.
Check it out.
It's not as bad as Lee's Dreams.
No, it's not.
But it's just as awesome.
It's
awesome.
rated G Lee's Dreams.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes, it is.
the motto of the site is probably the world's best site.
Probably the world's best
It's
site.
not hyping it up.
The two of us and Lee went to the official party.
Wow.
Was that a month and a half ago? And I remember Lee driving me home, kind of. That's
Dude,
all
you
I
guys'
remember.
tweets that night were epic.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
It was the greatest.
So actually here at the Berliner Pub on Saturday the 15th.
Come on down.
7 to 2.
Oh, so the liquor and
Let's
food
shut
runs
this
out.
bitch
We
down.
probably will.
Yeah, we probably will.
Oh no, we will. It's not probably. We will. It's gonna be epic.
I'm gonna crawl the mile and a half home.
So I'll tweet out some links. We'll put it on our Facebook
Yes.
here. It's already on. There's already a Facebook page as well for
Yes.
it. But also we have that weekend, so that we're gonna go out all night, and then the next morning
Oh,
we're
jeez.
gonna be here at 10 a.m.
We pretty much have sleeping bags.
Pretty much, yeah. For the FIFA.
FIFA 13
Right,
tourney.
finally.
FIFA 13. That's how I remember it now.
Okay, so FIFA 2013.
Aaron's brainwashed me.
Yeah, I know. FIFA 2013. Lamar Nagel signed up for it last night.
Yes.
Yeah, so Lamar Nagel.
The roster grows. Do you think you're better than a real footballer
Yeah.
at FIFA 13?
Can you
Come
rock
to our
out?
website.
Justin Solomon, who's been here on the show. Stephen Bankson has been on the show.
Dom Dismuke.
He's 50-50 because of schedule.
Right.
For work schedule. But
It's a work.
he's probably coming. And
But these are academy football and a pro so far, and we're
there's
rolling
a
still.
special guest coming.
There's special guests.
He's a special guest from the local community.
Yes.
And we're kind of, it's going to be, it's not about football. He's not
No.
a soccer fan, not
No.
football. It's a different
No.
special guest.
Yeah.
That I think is going to be pretty cool.
And there's actually, if you're, like I'm turning 40 in February, if you grew up in Seattle, there's someone showing up. If you listen to rock radio growing up, you'll want to be here because he's in the competition. He is signed up and in.
For a second, I thought it might be some mix-a-lot.
No,
You said rock.
God.
No, it's metal. It's metal.
No, right.
Oh man, that's sweet. Dude.
He's a friend of the show.
You're a friend of the show.
Yeah, dude, I'm trying to get everybody to
FOS.
see how I do that day.
Oh,
Yes.
exactly. Watch the Seahawks game, watch this.
Oh, it'll be great. It'll be great. And then the next day, we have
the Friday before.
the Friday before.
So-
We have 3 things in a row. That's
Grill FC.
we're gonna be live. We're gonna broadcast Grill FC
Grill FC
live.
asked us to go and broadcast live from their event.
Wow.
And their
Friday
beer and
night.
stuff as well on Friday night.
The Sun Saturday.
And then Thursday night is the business game for the Sounders.
Right.
So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm gonna need like a week off.
It's SonarFeed weekend. Cue up your DVRs, ladies and
It'll be a
gentlemen.
very busy SonarFeed weekend. So lots more to come on
Hi,
that.
Diana.
With that said,
I was just saying hi to her.
oh, is that somebody else?
No,
I thought it was Diana. I thought
no.
you meant Diana, our Diana.
Who?
Never mind.
Oh.
Okay, anyways, with that said, we're going to go to a quick 10-second little clip, and then we're going to come back and talk about the week that was.
Oh yeah.
All right, all you cool cats and kittens out there, the Sonar Feed is tracking back. This is The Week in Review.
Okay, and we're back. We're going to talk a little bit about the week that was. There's lots of good stuff. Hello, Roger, for Pro Relegation. He's a guy on Twitter and Facebook that followed us recently. A couple of weeks ago, we had Ted at Soccer
Westervelt.
Reform.
Ted Westervelt.
Westervelt at Soccer Reform, which is a very controversial follow him or not, a very controversial guy on Twitter.
Which is why we wanted him.
Which is what, yeah.
No, but we actually agree with some of his stuff a little bit
But
too.
look, on Twitter, he can be kind of an ass.
Yeah.
I'll just say. He knows that we talked to him. We told him that.
Yeah.
But listening to him talk live,
Smart
the guy
man.
knows what he's talking about. But he wants to be like Europe. He wants to have the relegation, promotion and relegation. And it's a very, and this last week, there was a lot of talk about it. I mean, a lot of soccer last weekend.
And he's been in the thick of it.
That's a really big really big stat.
It is.
Yeah.
Do you think it's realistic that something like that
Yeah,
could
we
actually happen?
do. We do.
And
We're going to have a big show in January, I think, where we bring in, hopefully, Roger. We haven't talked to him offline, but kind of mentioned it briefly. Ted, some of the other guys, and like really do a big show about it and focus the entire show on that one topic.
It's going to be DEF CON relegation. That's what we're going to call it.
Yeah.
DEF CON relegation.
So how many leagues? I just don't know that much.
That's why we're having them on.
Almost everything. Almost everyone.
Yeah.
If you look at like England, last week we were talking about it. 33 divisions or something like that of football.
Right.
Football. Like,
Yeah, just because you're watching a team in England doesn't mean they're the Premier League. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like having.
It's all the way down to 8-year-olds.
23.
Yeah.
23. But still, 23.
Yeah.
That's a lot of divisions, right? So,
AAA, AA, quadruple A.
exactly. So there's a huge discussion about this, and that actually I think will be one of the good shows because that's going to be kind of a off season, not a lot else going on, and really just focus on that whole topic. So,
I know that in the Mexican League, there was a team that just came up to the first division that won.
Yeah, the one.
Yeah, Tijuana.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of it.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Wow.
Yep. That was yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah. I only got to watch part of it. We were hanging Christmas lights yesterday, so I was kind of unfortunately doing not much soccer yesterday. All right. So now that we're into the week that was, I'm wearing my Houston Dynamo scarf that I got again for Diana. I came in my chive shirt from the chive party.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was the most orange I have, since I don't really carry a lot of orange clothes in my wardrobe.
Well,
Everything I have is blue and green.
I can attest to this because orange is my favorite color, but you just can't have any orange car or wear any orange shirt around.
No.
You just can't, even though it's my favorite color. You can't. So I hate that you're outdoing me on the orange. Yeah, I love orange.
I have my blue shirt on and my orange here, so the blue and orange. So
if anyone has an extra large Netherlands men's national team jersey they want to sell, get a hold of me.
See, there we go.
But you know, never know.
Exactly. Never
But
know.
not the Miami Orangemen.
No. So that was bad. So the game, though, of course, didn't end the way we wanted it to end.
Well, at least for
I didn't mind. I mean,
yeah, I was gonna
the
say
game because
nostalgia.
Yeah, no, not so much. At least the Sounders lost their champion.
Sure.
True.
But that's
True.
only.
It's good rationale. Good rationale.
Yeah, I mean, we're way better than Houston. So seeing them when it's like, oh man, and we're way better than LA today. But at least the team that beat us got in it. Saying, I mean, that's the only thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I mean, and you're right. I mean, I was rooting for. Because
We were rooting against LA more than we were rooting for Houston.
hate Houston.
So do I.
Because of Pat Onstad. I still have hatred from 2009 playoff game for Houston. I'm a little bit of I hold on to things.
Yeah, we all do a little bit.
But for this one, like I said, Diana's cousin or nephew, is Cam Weaver. So for her and for everybody talking to them, and I didn't want LA to win again. Although losing to the champion is a good thing.
Yeah.
So I was rooting for them kind of by default.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, it's like the
And they
lesser
looked-
of the evil two.
Right. They looked good though too. I thought until that game.
Yeah.
They looked really good until that game.
I slept through it because I was sick.
But not that game though. I'm talking about when you look at the playoffs. They were the dominant.
They lit fire right at the right time.
Yeah, they did. Just like LA did. I mean, LA looked back to before Gonzalez came back.
Yeah.
It looked like.
That's why I was saying in the couple episodes before leading up to that week, be careful what you wish for because we were all rooting for Houston because we were like, we're going to the finals and if Houston wins and they'll play here. It's like, be careful what you wish for because when Houston gets hot in the
But I wish we had played
playoffs.
that Houston team.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, but still be careful what you wish for sometimes.
That's true. True.
And I have something to say, and it's the only thing I'd say since I slept through the final. I just want everyone to remember that Seattle wouldn't have booed Beckham on one of his first games at home. If anyone was watching that when Beckham came, he only played half a season in LA because he chose his other team first. He got booed at the end of the game. As he was walking out, the crowd was booing him, and they weren't booing him at the end of his career, were they? There.
No.
So I don't think Seattle would have booed him though.
No, in fact, and
If he were a Seattle fan or a Seattle player.
Yeah.
Now, I like David Beckham. I mean, he is what he is, whatever. But I remember, because I was not a huge soccer fan like I am now, when he joined the league.
Right.
And when you heard about it, he joined for $5 million a year, which was more than the rest of the league made to combine, basically, at one time.
That was hard to swallow.
It was real hard to swallow, especially as a non-fan.
Yeah. Doesn't add up.
But watching him play, or have the opportunity to have my kids watch him play, and I got to watch him play.
I mean, what he did for the league was...
Dude, we almost rubbed shoulders.
Made the league more legit in the sense that mainstream people...
And I've seen him at Starfire before, where I basically rubbed shoulders with him. I mean, like, to have someone like that caliber playing at Starfire.
And he gets it. He gets the passion for the sport. Like, when we were down there at that match, he came to a corner, kicked right by us, man. And I remember he taunted us, man. I did not, dude. He taunted us.
Like a pro wrestler.
Looked at us, drank his water, and taunted us, and then bent over. Oh, dude.
But that's a professional, right?
Exactly. He knows that that's part of the excitement of being a supporter, a fan.
He's learned to thrive off it, too.
Yeah.
He made a good call to be done.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, but he kept going, and he played hard, and I like that. I really appreciate it.
Well, I remember it was only 2 or 3 years ago when in the World Cup, he like vomited at the end of a game. I mean, and I was like, oh my gosh, he must be done. He must be near the end of his career, and he was not. He had gas left in the tank, and he played.
He can still play more.
Yeah, he could if he.
He's a specialty player.
Yeah.
He's there for those corners. He's there for the
at the right times.
Like a punter, a kicker, or a DH or a closer in baseball.
Yeah, like Reggie Miller,
Three-pointer.
Three-pointer free throws.
Yeah,
I mean,
we need that.
Right.
He's there. So.
Yep.
Yeah. So farewell, David Beckham, till you become owner of the New York Cosmos expansion MLS team in a couple years.
No, I think he's actually going to be a part owner of the actual guy. So.
I mean, I'm just doing a Victor.
We'll see. Possibility. Because they're trying to sell him.
I'm Victor predicting.
Right. Yep.
I'm just Victor predicting. That's been my prediction for 2 or 3 years now, so I got to stick with it.
Yep.
You can't change your predictions, or it's not a prediction.
No, absolutely. So we have to do a quick shout out. Tony joined us.
Hello, Tony.
Nice.
Tone's joined
Thanks
us.
for checking in.
Tony, man.
And then Rick, the moderator.
Hello, Rick.
Good to see you, man. We haven't talked in so long.
Hey, good to see you guys.
And so on the David Beckham thing, though, the New York rumors, he cannot be an owner in the Cosmos. That was written, or in the New York team.
Really?
In his contract, he cannot be involved in that one area.
Well, how did they pick that out 3 years ago?
Because they knew that, supposedly, they've been planning the second New York team since the beginning of the league.
Well, that makes my prediction null and void, and I can predict that he'll be half owner of the LA.
I was trying to see what else was in the room, but he cannot be an owner.
Okay,
of the New York team.
No, that's fine. That's good because that pissed me off.
But I'm pretty sure
That pissed me off.
Probably because
they already knew that the team in New York would do well enough, and they want his draw somewhere else. At least that's my
His
opinion.
full intention is to own an MLS team, or be at least part owner. So they knew that going in. That was part of him coming over
I would
here.
like to see him own a Chivas or something like that the second
Yes, and then take over.
season, and then grow it.
Yes, that would be ballsy.
Yes.
That would be taking your capital and
I mean, they're not going to because the ownership there's
Well, yeah.
strong.
No. Yeah.
But
I don't know, man. I mean, either way, it'd be cool.
How about the Columbus Crew?
right, but his family likes LA.
I'm just kidding. Yeah. Like the Beckham's are doing. Yeah. That's what I was trying to picture him. They're white river rafting, hard hats.
Oh my god! I went to the Seahawk away game in my full Seahawk gear. That's a place that you want to go for an away game, man.
Mod Rider.
They're crazy. Oh, that's awesome. All right, so with that said, the big things from the game. We'll move on. Landy Cakes, Landon Donovan.
Yeah.
We like him as a national team player. At least I do. I think he's a good player.
He is a great player.
But that miss he had.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know if you saw the replay or not.
No, I didn't care to go back after I saw the LA kissing the cup in the next morning in the paper.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Well, it's good to know everyone can. And I mean, we now know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, everyone can miss him.
Yep.
We've seen our best guys miss him. And so to see him do that, and the year before, the playoffs the year before that, we've seen players miss in playoff situations. Yeah, he aired it, and I was on my knees.
Landon missed it too. So.
I know, and I was on my knees cheering in front of the TV as he skied him that year.
I was there at the game, the one that was here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, RSL game. So there's that. Obviously, there was the Gonzalez goal was great, and then there were 2 penalty kicks. So LA won, great game. So
whole bunch of stars on their jersey over their crest next
year. It'll be here.
Oh, man.
You're Victor predicting that?
I am.
Is that an official copyrighted Victor the Predictor prediction?
Calling it now.
Okay.
Calling it now.
All right. Hey, who am I to go against calling the home?
2012, the first
Wesley Snyder coming to our team no, I'm just kidding. Somebody on Twitter, I'm not sure who it was today, commented about, maybe Aaron Campo from Notes on Yeta, Sound of Heart, those guys. He made a comment, so I was like, now that would be kind of cool. He asked how many yachts would it take to get him. And
How many yachts it would take?
3.5 or 5.5 yachts. Yeah.
$5 million yachts. Yeah. How many millions of dollars does each yacht cost?
That's true. That's a good point.
That's the problem.
So, but
is it a Steve Jobs yacht or is it a Gilligan's Island?
They did say Paul Allen yacht.
A Paul Allen yacht? Wow.
How many yachts would Paul Allen have to get up? That was the comment.
Oh, okay. Well, it's still we're talking roughly the same ballpark though. Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, that's still a lot. That's like 40 million a year.
So maybe 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Maybe 4 or 5. It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. Not happening.
But the interesting thing though is that this is a good segue. We're gonna say kiss the MLSCup goodbye and move on to.
Thank you.
Siggy and Adrian had a press conference this week.
I think it's
last week. And I only got to read the Twitter recaps of it. So basically, the bottom line is they talked about a lot of different things. And one of them, the comments that was made, was talking about this very issue. Is the team does not want to be LA. His quote was, we want to be Seattle, not reactive. We don't want to be LA, we just don't. That was before the final. Of course, now if the final, I bet if we could win 2 in a row, we might want to be LA.
Yeah.
Maybe.
If we didn't lose every first match or
We want to do
three.
it our way.
Yeah, we definitely want to do it our way.
And we've done it with DPs that you could say are not the same caliber as Beckham,
stars like Beckham,
Landon, and Akeem.
Yeah.
When you look at those 3, we're not there.
But we have unlocked half of the key.
Yes.
Is we know we need to score more than 3 goals in our second leg
Well, shit.
of every playoff game.
No, we need to not allow 3 goals.
That was the
You're
joke.
still on my thunder for another point, but that's
We need
good.
that one player, though, that you know is going to score.
Right.
Well,
In the playoffs.
look at our DPs right now. It's Freddie,
Yeah.
it's Morrow,
Yep.
and Tiefert.
Tifford.
Tiefert, right?
Tifford. Yes.
Tiefert. God damn it. Shit. Tiffert.
Christian Tifford.
Christian Tiefert.
Tifford. T-shirt.
T-shirt. Is that right? T-shirt?
No, it's Tifford.
Well, fuck you. Different. Anyways, those are our 3. Now, they're all 3 awesome players, and I love having all 3 of them on our team.
Oh, yeah. Especially with Rosales.
Yeah, I mean, I know. Right. We're going to talk about this in a minute here, about the sad part of the season. And we look at who do we keep, who do we not keep, etc. But they're not DPs. All 3 of them are good, but are they really DP level?
Right.
We almost need like a DP level and a
mega
DP.
star.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Like a
We're going to call it the Keen rule.
like a Ljungberg?
Like a Ljungberg. Oh, we did. We had Freddie Ljungberg.
Like a Freddie Ljungberg or a Blaise
Freddie
Kufo?
Lundberger.
Lundberger?
I actually got into sign my first card. The 09 season.
I have. When? How?
My season tickets are like right by the locker room.
Oh, nice.
I had a Mohawk.
I have a Ljungberg jersey. I have a Rave Green Ljungberg.
Nice.
Hey, not signed.
Hey, my wife knew who he was obviously before that happened.
It was kind of our Beckham. Yeah, that's true.
Fake green Mohawk, by the way. For real green
I like that he was like proof.
Take my hat off.
Proof.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so fresh and so
I need to go
clean.
that route. That's why I don't take my hat off.
Man,
I don't have the patience.
Now, in our chat room here, we do have a good comment here.
What's the comment?
We have Lampard to Seattle.
Oh, yeah, right.
Okay.
that was rumored earlier in the year. I remember seeing it.
But
The rumor mill.
it's so much there's so much.
What gives us any reason to believe or think or hope that could possibly happen?
Why not though?
Well, I know I'm a why not guy, trust me, but usually it's not. It's not.
One of the things, and I'm not trying to be like promote Ted Westerveld at all points, but one of the things he promotes is the club, the unlimited club, allowing for a higher cap. The problem is we are in a situation, and I'm going to come to Roger has a question here in the chat room, which I'm going to ask in a minute. Is it's an interesting point of what level do we get to? So Roger's question is, what do you guys think is Seattle's true potential as a team? And
World club.
Could that potential be reached under a single entity rule? And that's the problem, is that a single entity, right now the MLS is set up as a single entity.
All balanced and equal.
All the owners come in under one, right? So
right.
The teams are technically part of the single entity. So you can't go out. Now,
the whole parity thing.
Right, the parity thing. So you can go out and spend $15 million like LA did, or 12, or whatever the exact number is. We're not exact always here on this. But
never.
Estimating. But 12 to $15 million versus the Sounders, $3 to $5 million. Right. That's 3 times as much money.
Right.
At 3 times as much money, you're getting Keane, Beckham, and Donovan.
Right.
Now, if we had Keane, I'm not saying those 3, but if we had those 3 caliber players with the supporting cast that we have, would we be a dominant? And I think the answer is hell yeah, would we be dominant?
Oh yeah.
I mean, so
in every sport. Sometimes you'll have your off years, like you saw in Oakland Athletics. They had a couple years where they spent barely any money in baseball, but still won. But money gets a consistency.
You hate to say it, it's true. You could almost kill a conference, a division, or a league out with a team that's dominant with sales. I mean, look at baseball. I mean, look at soccer. Yeah. Chivas can't draw hardly anybody. I would like to get to the point of relegation and have any of this.
But that's down the road, though.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Years,
but had the Sounders had the situation that we're talking about right now, we could have potentially crushed the MLS this year and badly for the next 3 or 4 years, to where some of the teams that are teetering right now would disappear.
Oh, right.
And then the MLS is gone, then the Sounders die.
Right, exactly. So that's the issue I have. I want to build it slowly.
I think so there's parity, and so that the league prospers as a whole.
Exactly. Right. And that's the tough question. That's the tough thing here, is that, which is where I don't want to jump into the pro relegation. I don't want to jump out of the single entity yet. I think the potential is huge for that.
Right.
But Columbus, Dallas, for that matter. I mean, Dallas is a big city, but Jesus Christ.
With a decent team
there, they can't support. They don't support.
And they have a decent team.
They did.
Yeah, they did. It wasn't. I mean, not this year. That's much.
Some big cities like
we sell.
Right.
43,000 people a game come to our games.
Well, that's the thing. Here's the thing, right? Right. Seattle. No, seriously, that's the. No, he's saying that, but it's true. I think Seattle's the right place to have this kind of support. We'll be like, you know what? We will cut off one of our fingers to make sure everyone else is, comes up a little bit so the league stays alive. LA doesn't. They'll kill you. New York, I'm surprised the Red Bulls have gotten away with what they've gotten away with. They haven't, they play well, but they haven't. Right, and so Seattle is the right place to have the team that's outselling everybody.
But even Portland, I'll give them props. They have an owner who's cheated all of their fucking money, and so I mean they've got money to spend. So if he had money if he was able to spend whatever, they'd have a better team. And then we'd have a better team. So, I mean, you can have more and more of the good teams. Oh, yeah. But then you got to worry about, the Columbuses, the Chivases, the Dallases, and those teams. I don't think they had enough.
Well, it's kind of like society.
San Jose is an interesting team. They've put together, they're almost like the Oakland A's, right? The Moneyball team. They could be, in my mind.
Yeah.
Not just because they're down in that area, but just the way they put together that team. I don't know. So
Chivas never scared me.
All right. So with that said, we got to do a quick shout out. We have some bar.
Osvaldo, what up, buddy?
There you go. And then
Sobres!
Shout out.
Tell you guys about Sobres.
Oh yeah, okay. Now, do you have your thing with you or no?
I don't have it.
Okay.
But Sobres.
Yeah, I told you to bring it. No, I didn't.
Free stickers and business cards.
No, but I gotta tell you guys about Sobres. So in Barra,
which is a subgroup of ECS.
It is a subgroup of ECS, so we're part of the ECS family.
Emerald City supporters.
I'm an unofficial member so far. I haven't joined it yet, but I'm an unofficial member.
You will be.
Yeah, I will be, yes.
So do we have to buy an ECS membership then, Barra supporters?
And then underneath, when you do buy the ECS
how much is it?
Oh, it's only $35, the ECS membership. Like
no, I'm an ECS member.
Oh, that's it. And when you renew it, just go and choose Sounders as your Barra as your member.
Okay.
And you're on, man.
All right.
You're on like Donkey
Cool.
Kong.
I'm in.
Almost. Sold it.
I wanted one of the scarves. I screwed up and didn't buy it in time. I screwed up.
You learn that with scarves, man. You buy or you die.
I want to share the scarf with you.
Yeah, this scarf is pretty sweet. So while he's grabbing the scarf, I want to say hi to Brazbit. Thanks for joining us this fine evening.
Braz. I thought, there's a Pinto wagon out.
Do you see what I'm wearing right now? I just want to make sure you can see what I'm wearing.
Hello.
I have a picture I'm sending you as well.
Oh my.
On the
There we go.
IR Piranha Mama.
There is our lovely Barra scarf. That's like one of the best scarves.
This is reason number one. If you see a scarf you like, buy it when you see it because they're gone.
Like at the split second.
You never know. Sometimes they only make 50 of them.
Yes.
And then you lose.
only made 50, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, jeez.
That's it.
I just pulled that out of my ass.
But I wanted to tell you guys and share with you guys about Sobres. Sobres is like our anthem. It's like the word that kind of defines the season. It's basically a way of saying badass. When you agree with something or something's like fucking, pardon French, fucking awesome.
We swear.
Like this super golazo, super goal. You're like fucking Sobres, let's go. It's like LFG, let's fucking go.
All right, there we go.
All right.
That's good.
So Sobres, you guys know about it.
Sobres.
Sobres!
Sobres.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it, Sobres.
Sobres!
Sobres.
Sobres!
Prost.
All right.
Skol and cheers. Palazzo.
Let's finish up quickly, just talking about, so going back into, I always have to go back into the reality here. We have cap issues going on. We have a good team. We are losing some players. Weber, Meredith, and Cato.
Cato,
Right.
man.
All said goodbye on Twitter.
I love Cato.
saw that. I do too,
Cato.
man.
Now, you were not in San Jose.
Yeah, no.
We were in San Jose, and even though we barely could see the game because of the phone, right?
That was awesome.
That goal was phenomenal. And Cato, I missed. All right.
Yeah.
Weber and Meredith were good. They served very well for
The
us
roles
here.
were great.
If you're watching, no, that's good.
You guys are awesome.
You guys are awesome.
But Cato.
But Cato, speed kills, baby.
Oh, dude, speed kills.
Somebody made a good, and I'm not sure who, I cannot remember for the life of me who said this. Somebody made a good association with him, that he was very much like Montano.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
He had
I think
huge skill,
Okay.
but he did not have the work ethic. And supposedly off the field there was some issues, perhaps. I don't know the whole rules, but
I see where you're going with it, though.
watching him play at Starfire,
Yeah.
with that small field,
Yeah.
holy.
No, he made people look like fools. I mean,
That makes me
he
sad.
was Zakawani-esque with his burn speed, that extra gear where he lopes and it's fast. His lope is fast. And then the next gear is make you look dumb.
He's kind of like EPL speed.
Yeah.
But the problem is he doesn't have finishing and he doesn't have full work ethic, supposedly. But
I don't know.
one year with us, I wanted to see him back.
Right.
Like, get some playing time, some consistent.
Right.
What?
What does the front office know that we don't to let something like that go?
There's issues there.
Right.
It's like Montano when
Right.
he left. I wasn't that sad because you could see with Montano that he didn't put the full effort forth.
Right.
And I was not sad when he went to Montreal. I mean,
Right.
Do you think that some of the players that come from other leagues, when they don't see that kind of money, and they get here, maybe the transitions are. They get here,
Yeah,
and they have
absolutely.
a lifestyle,
Yes.
and they got a little bit of money. They're going out to
Put on 10
He's
pounds.
very much a family guy, right? He misses his family. He's from Trinidad and Tobago, right?
Hit McDonald's on the way home from the game.
Well, sure, but he talks about. I think he was still fit.
I know.
He missed his family though. I think that was for him. That was a lot of his tweets talked about his family. So I mean, that's
tough.
it is. It's tough. I mean, I
No.
miss my family. It's hard. I travel a lot.
I was a Cato fan, and I follow him on Twitter, and I'll follow him throughout the rest of his career wherever he goes, because I know he's gonna score some goals for some people. He's gonna be a success wherever he ends up.
It was sad to see. When I saw that tweet, that he was with EJ, and he was like, leaving Seattle my last day, I was like, oh, hell.
Yeah, I wasn't
Let's
happy
talk
about
about
that.
this, Brent. Let's kind of segue into this. So we know Weber, Meredith, and Cato are gone. We found out today that O'Brien White is still tied to the Sounders on the re-entry draft.
With
We
the
also-
hyper-inflated, excitable
his
re-entry
contract
draft.
is gone.
Right.
But then also we found out that Seaman's on the list. And I'm going to say something here that's controversial. I love Seaman. I've said it on the show before. Yeah.
I love Michael.
No, I don't.
I love Michael.
Well, I think
I love Michael, but
Come on, say it. You love Seaman.
no, I don't.
I love Michael, and I'm with Hugo when he raised his eyebrow before you even said anything about him.
You knew
Even
where I was
being on the
going.
re-entry list, though. No names aside. So, no.
Yeah, I mean.
I'm sorry.
Out of all, I mean, I mean, no disrespect.
No disrespect.
No, but I mean,
Re-entries for NASA and SpaceX. Not for him.
Right. No, but I mean,
And not for me either. Probably in the next few months.
you know, I just like saying I love Seaman. It's kind of a funny thing to say, but I did like Mike Seaman. I actually did like Mike Seaman. So, but watching him play at Starfire in the reserve games, and watching him drop back to a right back, and then go into attacking mid or a different mid position, he has an ability to do a lot of different things.
well, in that case, I think maybe you're right. In the sense that you have more depth, you've been to the reserve games. I've never been to a reserve game.
Right.
So
And how much do you get him
I've seen
for?
More than when he came in.
I don't think. Hey,
Hey,
shout out to World Traveler here.
World Traveler, BM Vaughn.
Showed up.
What's up, man?
All right, BM Vaughn is out at BM Vaughn on Twitter.
But so anyway,
Came in hot.
I'm not saying he's like the best ever,
Right.
and I'm not
No,
surprised to
yeah.
see him. But backing up and saying, so those are the players that are gone, that
Right.
we know that are mostly gone.
Right.
Of the players that are left that we haven't heard about yet, who is the one player that would make you cry if we lost right now?
I mean, of a non-starter like on the team.
I'm talking about
You mean anybody?
Okay, are you serious? Of course, Honey Badger.
Okay.
I would-
Anybody who's
I would-
potentially going to leave, though. Sorry, let me
Oh,
rephrase the
okay,
question.
okay.
So, like you have a moral result.
Oh, you mean
so
someone who's possibly could be gone?
I'm saying, yeah. So I think like a moral result was potentially could go away.
Oh,
Freddie Montero,
Freddie Montero could possibly
potentially.
go away, right?
These are potentials.
Potentials.
We're not Spurting's not leaving.
No.
So that's not a potential.
He's not leaving this year. Ozzy's not leaving this year. But I know Park.
Freddie maybe.
So Park, Freddie.
Yeah. Montero would make my heart ache.
Yeah.
I'm a Freddie Montero believer. I'm a fan.
I love Freddie.
Right.
I do too, but
That would rip my heart out because he's been here from the beginning.
Yeah.
He's done good stuff for us.
Yeah.
He's gotten better, and I think he's better than our team. But that would rip my heart out. It'd be interesting to see where he went. Also, I would follow him for the rest of his career, no matter
Yeah,
what.
I would too.
You would
Yeah.
too. I mean, he's such a part.
But I
of
hope it doesn't
I
happen.
mean, watching him score in the Red Bull game. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I
remember
wore that Red Bull shirt underneath my jersey to the game when we against LA when we came back. But I mean, oh my God,
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
I'm getting
when
goosebumps
you were
right
there,
now.
Yeah.
I'm
When
just
you
getting
it's one of those
goosebumps.
goosebumps moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Being there for that first match ever. Man.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Yeah.
How about if Montero leaves and we get Noonan back?
Oh,
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
I love Noonan only for the Noonan
I
aspect.
think it's pretty probably on across the board. Nobody would want to see Montero go because of the
Hey Trey.
From the beginning.
yeah, he's been there from the beginning.
Genesis.
So it's sad. But sometimes, I mean, you have to get to the next stage,
thank
and you
you.
have to see those players. They also have to honey badger the next stage. So
Yeah, I mean, so
he's the guy that I think most of us will agree that we don't want him to see him go.
No.
Aside from him, I think I would just on the contribution to the team. Aside from Montero, he's almost like a specialty type player. Rose, I would hate to see Rose go, man. He was.
See, I think
he's going anywhere at all.
I hope not.
I don't think he's going.
I think he's at risk as much as anyone on the at-risk list.
No, I don't think so. He's a UCLA.
Okay,
kid,
what do you guys think of Adam Johansson? What's Adam Johansson's contract?
You mean Mr. Pinwheel?
Yeah, the guy who plays defense but can't play defense, but when he gets to the mid and forward, seems to play like he's a mid-forward.
Yeah.
He can't, but Adam Johansson. He like makes huge mistakes on defense, and that's his position. But as soon as it gets to the midline and forward, he plays brilliant.
In his comment, Siggy said, overall consistency of the team is key.
Noonan.
Outside back positions.
Right.
So that he's an outside back.
He's at risk.
So he's in that position where
And I love him because his name's Adam. There's not a lot of Adams around ananymore.
Hugo's? There's no Hugo's out there.
No, you
I
guys.
would love for us to acquire Hugo.
I'm with you.
Bring in Hugo.
Bring in a Hugo.
Hey, Sounders. I'll try out.
We'll pay any price.
There we go, yeah. We'll sponsor you for your
Waterboy.
Waterboy. He'd be a good Waterboy.
Why not?
It might be vodka. It'd be
Probably tequila.
or tequila.
There's two bottles. They're both cool. You don't know which one is going to come out of whatever you
The
drink.
silver tequila, so it's good.
Yeah, true.
And actually, I like that one better.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. So, but it's so like a Freddie though. I mean, like, so if you look at it and say, if you had to pick right now, you could take Freddie or Morrow Gonzalez.
Freddie.
And they're non-DPs. Let's call him a non-DP for a minute. We could figure out some way to make him a non-DP. Which one would you choose? And then you knew you could lock him up.
The only reason
Brendan asked a good question real quick. What if Zach Galani left?
Now that would make me cry.
I don't think.
Okay, that would make me cry.
But is he in the at risk?
Yes.
I don't
This
think
year,
so.
you think?
I don't think so this
coming off an
year.
injury. And
No. I think he's got a solid year.
I think not. Okay, maybe I'm being a homer. Yeah.
I think he's going to be worth more at the end of next year.
Yeah.
And we're going to
My heart says I want to keep Auto, but age-wise, pragmatic, and age-wise, of course you keep Montero.
Morrow just looks tired to me.
Question, David. I mean, I'm not asking a realistic question. I'm just kind of talking because this is one of the things that was going around in my head.
I want to see what Dombrowski and C-Tones would think, man. What about you guys?
Yeah.
They talked about Ozzy.
Oh.
They don't want to see Ozzy leave.
I was wondering, and also if we're going to ask questions, I was going to throw out, the whole Morrow thing. He's looked tired to me, and does he look tired to you guys? From the get, is that all injury?
I think it's injury.
I think he just looks out of gas.
He thinks that Montero can play in Spain, like first division, I guess. So we think he can play for like a Barcelona or a Real.
Yeah, or maybe like one of the lower teams in that division. Yeah. So Roger says, or Portugal or France or something like that.
For who? Oh, Rosales?
Not Barca Real, yeah, but like a lower division team.
This goes out to Dan Shirley.
It's tough too because I do think that Freddie is not an EPL guy. He's not a Bundesliga guy. But you look at the third tier level.
But he's a more money guy somewhere, though.
Tones, man, what kind of lesser role are you thinking? He said, he thinks Rosales can play in a lesser role.
Yeah. I think that
can we afford to have him play a lesser role?
Not as a DP.
Yeah, not as a DP.
And that's the issue, right?
Yeah.
Is you look at the DP level, that's a lot of salary. Right?
That's a lot of money. Yeah.
A lot of money. So I think it's worth it. I mean, Rosales has kept us in so many games and has been so good.
The ones that he's been in.
Him and Eddie. The issue becomes, is he healthy enough?
Healthy enough, and does he got the gas in the tank? That's it.
And I don't want to say, I mean, he's younger than we are. Not you, maybe not, but he's younger than I am.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Okay, so he's your age.
No, if we all went out and played, I'd look like Morrow against all of you guys because I'm going to be 40 in a couple months because I'm old. Thank you. Yeah, everyone thinks I look about 29. Yeah. No, just kidding.
You're 29 for the 20 times.
But Rosales to me looks old and out of gas.
Only because he gets hit so hard, man.
No, well, so does Montero, though.
No, because, so you were just saying it, but Brasman says also, he looks tired because it's a hack league right now.
Well, no, it's absolutely a brutal league.
And if we took, if we had...
I want to make a movement for at MLS.
Thank you very much. If you made a fifth official, right, so to speak, and you had two officials on the field to cut out some of those harder tackles, that might change things a little bit. Because he takes punishment all year long.
How do they do it in other?
You got it, brother.
They don't do the same thing. They have a different level of league, I guess. I don't know. But they don't have an extra league.
Why does it seem like our refs are just...
You watch more of it, though.
I call it the Thug League. I tried to start the hashtag. I hashtag Thug League at MLS with ref calls and stuff. And I don't care who it is, whether it's our guys getting thugged or someone else. If we become a Thug League, we will die. It's not good. People will not want to come play here to get killed. We don't pay enough for people to come here and take those kind of hits.
So we're going to go back into math real quick. Math 101.
Honey Badger.
Okay, you want to do Honey Badger? All right.
Yeah, from the Berliner. Cheers.
Salud.
Salud. Brendan. Mr. Vaughn.
Okay, math real quick. Half the league dives, half the league is thugs, and the other half has talent.
Well, I want the talent.
Brasbit said that. So,
Yeah.
So
I agree.
It's true. I mean,
That's very Babe Ruthish to have three halves.
It is.
Or no, it's not Babe Ruth. Who am I got? I mixed it up. There's another baseball player.
Yogi Berra.
Yogi Berra.
Yeah.
Berra.
So, okay, so we could go on this one forever. We do want to
Sobres.
We're going to have a discussion. It may not happen until January as well, but we want to have a little bit of a recap, of a SonarFeed recap. So in the next week or two, you're going to see an email go out, or how about a tweet go out, and a Facebook go out. Some of our thoughts of how do we look back at 2012. And we don't want to just focus on who's the best MVP, who's the whatever. We want to talk about not only the best MVP, but we want to look at like kind of like a player that was the unexpected MVP.
Somebody watched most every game.
No, but all of us here.
Aside from like the favorites, like
Right.
Ozzy,
Obviously.
Right. And Eddie's scored the most goals, etc. If Ozzy's watching right now, that'd be a coup.
FIFA 13, Ozzy, we want you here
Hermano.
for the competition.
But looking at like things like, what was the biggest gap this year? Like what happened this year that off the field? I'm not asking you guys to answer. These are things
Right.
that
I gotta
Yeah.
have ready for.
yeah, I mean, what was the best moment, home and away? But also, what was the worst moment, home and away?
Yeah, tweet him to @SonarFeed.
And we're gonna put this out there, but we want to talk about this from a 2012 kind of recap. It may not happen till the first of the year because it's schedule-wise.
Yeah.
But there's so many things there that. And everybody else is doing the best of, which I love. Like 600 those guys are doing other
Right,
things.
right.
But let's talk about
Something different.
something different.
Yeah.
Low points.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is low points. But if we talk about the low points now, we can remember them better down the road.
Right.
And if we look at the low points, we can hopefully maybe we can't, the fans can't fix them, but we can know where to go to maybe and help promote.
Right.
Definitely some. I don't want to talk too much because we want to bring it up next. But man, the Cascadia season for the Cup,
Yeah.
Cascadia Cup season was definitely something that I automatically.
Considering who won it.
No, that's fine. That's good. That's
I
good.
went to almost all. But
Considering who won it and their total place in the league, that was ridiculous.
Siggy, though, made a comment. He goes, all due respect to the other Cascadia folks,
No.
our focus is on the CCL and the U.S. Open Cup, which is great. I mean, that's my focus.
No, we should
I
still
want to be a World Cup.
That doesn't mean we can't win the Cascadia Cup too.
Well, we should.
Yeah,
we should have won that.
There's no. That's like, oh, we took a little off that because we didn't get any of the others.
Let me tell you, I was up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, here's so a couple comments here. Sit, stand. I mean, the whole sit, stand. The Go Sounders Go guy.
Stand.
The end of full service seating out of hot dogs.
Stand in the place where you live.
That just a minute here.
Osvaldo.
You guys, so my section was kind of rough. I mean,
I can't wait to get back to my season tickets where I can stand the whole time and have no one bitch at me.
This was my first season.
Let me tell you what this guy puts up with.
Oh yeah.
This guy is like a stormtrooper. He has to go defend people to stand up in a section. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
My hat's off.
And the rules are clear about the section. Oh my. The only reason I say my prayers and take my vitamins every night is for Aaron because of his section. That's those guys in the North End, man. God bless you.
Yeah, I respect it. Yeah, definitely.
So I'm going to do this. If you have any last questions, get some questions in here. We have a few more topics, but if you have any more questions, anything you want to talk about, put them in here.
Yeah.
If I missed anything, put it back in here real quick, and we'll talk about those.
Now.
So let's talk a little bit about the end of the year awards.
Yeah, I got about 7 minutes here.
There was end of the year awards, obviously.
All right.
Eddie Johnson, comeback player of the year.
Easy.
Without a doubt.
Because he did it during the year.
Yeah,
he didn't
exactly.
come in perfect form, but he ended it in good form.
Controversy with
Yes,
the way they
yes.
got back to the league.
Yeah.
And all.
I'd like to
What
say
has been
I
happening with that
was
team
on the
next to them?
bandwagon from the.
Osvaldo. Do you know Osvaldo Del Bosque?
I'd just like to say I was on the Eddie Johnson bandwagon from the get-go.
Great guy on Twitter, man. Follow him. But do you know what happened with Eddie Johnson? Why they sent him back from
He
Mexico?
failed the physical.
Well, that's what they.
I am an
No,
expert
no,
on the
it's a
Aaron
bullshit
section.
thing. I mean, Rosales failed the physical before he came here too. So I mean, it's a bullshit issue. It's a contract
James
issue.
Bond failed his physical experiment. So,
Yeah. Oh, don't do that, man. I haven't seen it yet. Don't do that. Not yet, no.
Oh,
I have kids, man. All right.
he didn't fail it.
Okay, just zip it. All
It's all mental.
right, but he failed it. Eddie, okay, no, but
But he's 007.
You son of a bitch.
He's a chimer. He does what he wants. 007 does what he wants.
you're worse than Lee.
He failed it.
Say that now.
Don't say he failed it. Okay, no, he's cool. He's cool. He failed it.
Lee, that's a compliment. But he's got something worse than you.
James 007 gets kicked out and he's done. It's done
I'm
forever.
not watching
This
it.
may be my last show ever, but I'm worse than Lee.
Oh no!
Send it.
Send it.
We might invite you back.
You'll be
We
back.
need someone to set up and tear down for us.
You might have to wrestle Lee for it, and I wouldn't. I know I couldn't beat him.
Oh my god. All right, but okay, no, my point was, you guys, that the comeback player of the year Twitter and Facebook, social media, was very controversial.
Oh, definitely.
It's a
on Twitter.
bullshit award.
Oh.
Everybody said it. I mean, a lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of people said it.
Unless you win it.
But according to the rules of the contest, he was the best choice for it. He was an eligible member of it, and
Right.
people voted for him, so he
Right.
won. I'm happy for him.
And he was,
Because
he was controversial. I'll tell you that.
I was not a fan to begin with.
Oh.
I did not want the trade.
One of my,
I wasn't a fan, but I was excited for it.
I mean, all I know is at the end of the day, he put the ball in the net.
Absolutely.
And
Yes.
to me, that's all that matters. What he said on Twitter.
In a way we weren't doing before.
Right.
I mean, I do care. Of course, you care how he does.
Yeah,
you know,
but if you go back and
but
read,
he puts balls in the net. I mean,
Yeah. Right.
what else he want?
Right, but if you go back and read the Brian Strauss AOL Sporting News article, that was the turning point for me.
AOL still exists?
Yeah.
AOL Sporting News.
I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
I'm gonna put that.
I'm
back up
joking.
on our
I'm sorry.
website because
I read it.
Facebook and
I read it.
everything. It was an interesting article into his psyche, who he was, and it made him human. Because to me, all I'd known is the reports that were coming out and the tweets that were insane.
Some weird
Yeah,
tweets.
like I guess his one of the
Talk
first
about-
tweets is like saying like he
No,
carried-
hold on.
Oh my god.
Talk about peaks and
No,
valleys in the
Danica,
Twitter
I don't
sphere.
think he's online, but Danica mentioned that he
There's
had a
never-
tweet that he erased immediately, but he basically said that the rest of the players didn't play at all.
Yeah.
Very early in the season.
Yeah.
He was the only one that cared.
Yeah, he's the definition of peaks and valleys for Twitter.
Sure.
Like we all go. Well, some of us do.
follow him now.
But when it comes
Yeah.
to you in the corners, man, you're the man.
Oh, God.
If you ever get to see this,
Oh.
No, but Eddie has, I think, made a huge change. And I think that's why he won this award. It was more for
And
his
Seattle-
mental change than for even his play.
I'd like to think Seattle forged him a little bit too.
I think so.
Yeah.
because other teams wouldn't give him the love that the Sounders fans and supporters.
Oh no,
give him.
3 weeks he would have been done. 3 games they would have been on his
We
ass.
took his boots to asses.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's because Ziggy knows his shit.
He does. And the guys that say get rid of Ziggy, I'm not.
No way.
So, two more awards, and then
Wait, he had something to say.
You're not a Ziggy fan?
Of course I love him.
What? Now you want to be a coach too? You want to try out for right back and play coach? Coach, player, coach. Here you go.
You're gonna be the DP and the coach?
No, not at all.
We bring in a guest
I
that
would
is
be
going to
somewhat
play every
open
position.
to look into to possibly any coach. Possibly. I'm just saying I'll be open-minded.
That's fine.
To who?
I love him for
Who?
what he's done. That's the only problem.
Don't
Right.
say Jason Christ.
No.
I like Christ.
I don't know who. That's the
You like
problem.
Christ?
But-
Good. That's
That's
good.
the reason why I'm
No,
not
I'm more
why I
Satan
like
than to Satan.
Bring this guy here, but it's
Task.
it's just frustrating to not get over that hump. I mean, at least we got to the second, round this year.
Yeah.
We made progress.
Ronaldo, holy shit.
No effing way.
No. And that we're ending the show. No, I'm kidding.
But now, goodbye.
All right, so Gasperny, Michael Gasperny, Gasperny,
Gisperning.
Bill fucking Murray, yeah.
Throw out a shout out
Michael
first.
Spurning. We had him come in. We were fortunate.
We dined with him here.
We dined with him over at the fire right there.
That's badass.
I have my Rawlings baseball.
Jealous.
That was amazing.
The first baseball glove he ever tried on in his life was mine, and he signed it for me. Because he went to Felix's perfect game. It was his first baseball game. He didn't even know what the hell was going on.
But he got third place in both the new player.
He should have won all of them.
Sorry, the newbie and the goalie of the year.
He is so beloved, man. Especially the supporters, the ECS family. He's just so beloved, and rightly so, man. The guy gets it. He knows. I mean, I think
He wants to
knows
be here for a long time.
exactly.
He wants
Man.
to be here.
And
He found home.
I was lucky the day that he got, when we did have dinner here with him, I can tell you this, he is the most genuine, nicest, funniest man,
Now, Lee
human
and I
you
were
will
working while he just sat there and talked.
Hey, that's life. You did. You guys took the heat. But Lee hadn't done.
Commercials
But
at Oktoberfest.
granted, Lee hadn't done hardly anything up until then. No, just kidding.
Wow, you didn't do anything, period. So
No, I held him. I trucked all over the fucking place. Anyway.
you drove, okay. I drove.
Dude, cameras, mics, all that crap. We did it anyway.
I'm not missing Oktoberfest next year.
No, you got to make Oktoberfest in Renton. Trust me.
Don't miss it. It's
Because you never know who shows up. But seriously, it's not. I mean, I spent more time. I got more time with him than these guys did.
Yeah.
But they sat long enough to know that he is the most hilarious, genuine human you will ever meet. No, there will be no one more so. He's as good as you get.
Yeah.
He literally, I mean, aside from him being a badass goalie, he literally did a great job in taking over the legend that is.
And he's a good guy.
Absolutely.
He's
My
not up
daughter
there.
was like sad when Color left. Right?
Yeah.
But now, with Michael there, she's like, I'm okay again.
Yeah.
So
Those are big shoes to fill.
he definitely deserved.
Took a 6'6" to do it.
He didn't deserve to necessarily win. Jimmy Nielsen, unfortunately, was probably the goalkeeper of the year. But
because
Sperning was damn close, though. I mean,
if Sperning hadn't had that injury, it would have been might have been different. I'll say that.
Yeah.
And it would have been a different season for us too.
Yeah, of course. We wouldn't have that little stall where we had.
Yep, the mid-season hick.
Yeah, and it seems like we always have that every season.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
We start hot, we take a little dip.
We always have good amount of depth, but our depth is not always necessarily as deep as we think it is.
No.
Right spots.
This is pure speculation.
It's a long season.
March to November.
That's the longest season.
This is pure speculation, but like in baseball, there's 180 games, and they always say you win 60, you lose 60, and it's what you do with the middle 60. And maybe Ziggy has that formula in his head already. He knows that there's a certain, like when you get to a certain point coming into the season, that you can take a little bit off because you know you can put it back on.
It's different for us though because of the U.S. Cup and CCL. It's a lot different.
Yeah,
And next
but it's
year
matchups.
We don't have CCL. Well, we have CCL in March, and hopefully in April.
Oh, we will.
And then we'll hopefully in December, right? The following December. But we won't have CCL in the summer months next year.
No.
So we won't have that. We'll have the Open Cup, I hope.
That'll save me some money, but it's not money I want to save though.
No, me either.
Yeah.
So, okay, with that, the last thing before we end.
Sounders will get it out of me somehow.
Iani's goal of the year.
Oh, man.
Beaver tail with the kick into our goal. I'm in the north end.
Yeah.
Kick into our goal.
Yeah, I saw it. I was there.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man. I agree, dude.
You could probably hear me screaming like a girl from way down in the south end from where you were.
I can always hear you screaming like a girl.
That's right.
You live like 3 miles from me.
I know. I'm loud.
The mullet
a whole
pulls
other
it over
story.
the top, though.
But,
The mullet.
No, it's the girl I'm with.
Yeah, I mean, it was like Montero, Yanni, but
And when you looked at the voting, there were 64 goals, and I don't know the exact number, but I swear to God, we had like 10 of them. Between Montero and Eddie and Yanni. And,
Yeah,
I mean,
that was amazing. That was cool, and it's
the mullet, yes.
fear the technology and fear the wiredness of Seattle is what the message is probably. Fear the fan
You looked at
base.
the so he was first, Nagby was second, Freddie was third.
Right.
But it was like we split the Seattle vote pretty heavily. So
we still won it.
still, yeah.
It was kind of like a three-party presidential race.
No, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. The one against us, you mean?
My greatest fear was the Sounders coming in second and third like a presidential race where when some guy comes in and it leeches everyone away from someone and fucks everything up. Yes.
No. Yeah. All right, so with that said, we have a couple questions here we want to ask.
And then we should go to the post show.
And then, do you want anything you want to ask any questions? You're good.
Would you like to sit in the post show? All right.
All right, so
You can take my seat. All right.
give me 1 second here. How do you guys feel about the same ownership group owning the two finalists? Roger for Pro Rel asked this question.
Wrong.
So they own both LA and Houston. They're owned by the same group.
Don't like.
AEG owns both Houston and LA.
It's not much different than the MLS being an overarching
I don't like
uber
that,
master of everything.
But
I don't like it.
I didn't like that at all.
No, it's wrong.
I don't. It's almost like they could almost decide.
They should give us Houston and they should keep LA.
Ownership group, but I mean, obviously they have different,
They used to own like 5 teams.
Right, exactly.
Right.
They propped up the Influence Entertainment Group.
I didn't know that.
Propped up the MLS. They're
Exactly.
the ones that we invented.
Well,
You guys probably
Ma
can't
Bell
do that,
used to be a
right?
whole bunch of things and then got broke up and then they kind of coagulate.
Well, I mean, if they're doing it in the sense of survival of
For the league.
Early days of the league.
prosperity of the league,
Yes.
then it's okay.
And
but-
now, are they trying to sell both teams or just the one team? Just Houston. Yeah, they're trying
And
to
they're
sell
an
Houston.
agency, like a agency.
And doesn't Golden Boy doesn't he own part of Houston?
Houston, yes, he does.
Oh, yeah.
You know what?
You mean
Yeah.
lipstick and tights? That was Hugo said that. I didn't say that.
That's okay, though. It's all right.
He would have kicked my ass. But
No.
Are you saying he's a luchador?
he was. If you didn't see that picture,
Oh yeah, I've seen them.
Lee has them on video.
Lucha Libre.
Yeah.
I love wrestling. It's real.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a tough one. I mean, again, it goes back to where the MLS is. The MLS is what, 94, 95? So we're 17 years into the league.
Yeah,
Where do we want to be in 17 years?
Legendary.
Somebody asked the question 50 years from now, but I don't want to think that far. Like, let's look at
I might not
17
make
years
it that long.
maybe
Yo.
10 years from now.
Right.
10 years.
10,
Yeah.
15 years from now. Where's the league at versus where it is now? Hopefully we'll be more. I mean, look at the NFL. The NFL's been around since the 50s.
And they suck.
Before that, but
And throw ball sucks.
And then NFL, I call it a TFL.
It's
football league.
Yeah, it's entertainment
Because
now.
started to just
It's not a
not let
sport.
people hit nobody.
right.
I think we should have a SonarFeed time capsule for this, and we'll plant it somewhere, and then people will reveal it in 10 years.
Yeah.
I mean, is this going towards what you had mentioned earlier?
Yeah, we'll talk about that. The whole thing about doing the show about the pro relegation, the ultra team.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be that's a month.
I think that's worth.
All right, yeah.
It's
I think that's where we'd like to see it.
There's a lot of things that go in there, though. I mean,
Yeah.
we're not England, we're not Germany, we're not.
No.
But even look at like Germany. There was a good article today.
No, but
yesterday,
historically
about
we've moved
Germany.
faster than because we've had to catch up with all those countries
But there was a great
and
article.
surpass them.
I don't know if you read it or not. The one about Germany versus England, the Bundesliga article. The guy who owns Dortmund made a comment, had a great comment about like England and the EPL, etc., about how they're not as fans for the people
Right.
versus EPL, where
I read
it's
that.
very extreme prices, etc. Whereas in Germany, it is still for the fan.
Right.
They have $10 tickets
Right.
in Germany versus EPL. You're paying $80 a seat. I mean, so or more, right? I mean,
I was gonna make fun of you. I was gonna go, look at Mr. Rita. But then I was like, oh, I read that too.
yeah. But there's so many parts of this discussion, so we're gonna.
It can get deep.
It will. So we'll have a whole
All
show
right,
on this.
let's
later
go into
this
the
season.
post and have a little fun.
We thank you for all your questions. We're gonna do a post.
Should we tease the weekend stuff again one more time, or should we just let it sit?
We've got next weekend a very busy weekend. We have this weekend. We have a run/walk.
Right.
FTP. I agree.
And next week
Yep.
we've got the Chive event.
Join the FIFA event. Come down to the Berliner and the Chive event.
FIFA.
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 Come on down to the Berliner. I'll buy you a Berliner if you say the right code word.
Hang out for about 3 minutes or so. We'll be back. And we will do a post-game show and answer any last questions you guys have.
Don't miss it.
We'll be right back.
Don't miss it.
Because he broke the rules. What rules? We didn't see any rules, did we, Charlie? Wrong, sir, wrong. Wrong, sir, wrong. Wrong, sir, wrong. Wrong, sir, wrong. You lose a contract signed by him. You get washed. You get sterilized. You get nothing. Good day. You lose. Wrong, sir, wrong. I said wrong, sir, wrong. You get wrong, sir, wrong. I said wrong, sir, wrong. You lose. Black and white, all there. Black and white, all there. Black and white, all there. Clear as crystal. You lose. Good day, nothing. You get 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 nothing. You get nothing. You get nothing. Clear as crystal. You lose. Black and white, all there. Black and white, all there. Black and white, all there. Clear as crystal. You lose. Fax mentis incendium gloria culpum memo bis punitor della casta etc. You're a swindler. Wrong, sir. Wrong. You're a cheat. Wrong, sir. Wrong. You're a swindler. Wrong, sir. Wrong. And you're a nut. Good day, nothing. You lose. Get 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 37 beep if I follow static copy. 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 You stole nothing. You what? You stole nothing. You what? You stole nothing. You what? Chocolate? Wrong. Well, when does he get it?
He doesn't.
Why not?
Because he broke the rules.
What rules? We didn't see any rules, did we, Charlie? Wrong, sir.